Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here. I'm just sitting here drinking my morning coffee. Looking sexy as hell while I do it. For those of you who say I don't look sexy as hell, nobody cares what you think. Didn't ask you shit. You guys a forearm shot. Alright, we need another one. I'm just now waking up. So I had a video come out, I think it was yesterday. Those are about 5-6 weeks old by the time they hit the stream. People had questions. Someone had asked something like, well, you said this, does this mean we aren't natural if we take protein or creatine? No, that's not what I'm saying at all. Those are just foods. And they obviously can help a little bit, but they're not game changers. In other words, if you consume whey protein to get 100 grams of protein instead of chicken or steak, it's not going to be a significant difference in your progress. It's just food. You understand? Just for some people, it's more convenient. But there's no magical anabolic benefits to whey. We can argue about the bioavailability and all that, but it's tit for tat at that point. So it's largely irrelevant when you start getting into, protein intakes at 100 grams or more a day. Bioavailability just becomes less important. You start eating 200 grams of protein a day, unless you're eating pea protein, it's not going to matter. Steak versus whey versus chicken, it's not going to matter at those intakes, practically speaking. So, the point I had made is that if supplements actually worked, you would not be natural if you took them. Why? Because what are we defining as natural? Well, natural is anyone who says they're natural on the internet. It's how you identify. Okay, joking aside, although that really does appear to be the actual practical definition. The idea is that you're putting substances in your body that help you gain strength or that significantly boost strength, muscle, or fat burning, right? That's what we're talking about. They're enhancing you through a chemical agent that's not just food, right? Because if we use that definition of anything, well, steak and rice would count. And that's obviously not the case. It means you're taking a bunch of substances people made to help you make gains. It's very straightforward. That's what supplements pretend to do. That's why people take them. People who believe in supplements, I want to be clear, people who believe in supplements that think that they actually work, just naive people who haven't been around long enough, and that's okay. We were all there. I was there at one time. The belief that they will actually help with your gains, well, that's the exact same reason people take anabolics and growth hormone and all these peptides, right? SERMs, everything else. That is why they take them. For that exact same reason people take supplements. Okay? That's the reason. And any counter arguments people make, it's like, that's a cope. Like, no, it's not a cope. It's just stating facts. That is why you're taking them. All right. Any counter argument is a cope. Well, no, it's not the same because they don't have real significant side effects. Well, you don't know that. They haven't been studied. So that's not true. You don't know that the supplement that's only been tested for the last 5 years, you don't know that it's not going to give you brain cancer in 15 years. You don't know that. You have no proof that it's not. The supplement industry has an exception written into the law where they don't have to prove their products are safe. In other words, they're protected by law. If they make something that causes brain cancer in 10% of people who take it, they're safe by law. They're allowed to sell it until the data comes out showing that, then they have to take it off the shelf. Unlike everything else, which, I would argue that if you made the supplement industry subject to the FDA's rules, just like food, the whole industry would be gone. That's it. The supplement industry would go away. In America, and if it goes in America, it goes everywhere. We're the biggest market. There's your solution. I almost think we need to do that. Make it subject to the same guidelines the chicken and steak you buy are. Make it be subject to those same rules. Man, that's it. The whole industry will be gone overnight. So, put that in perspective. The food that everyone talks about that's poison, that's killing us, all of this processed food, is subject to more stringent testing and regulations than your supplements are. That won't sink in for a moment. All right. But the point is, if it worked, you wouldn't be natural. And again, the other thing, the side effects. Well, you don't know that number two. Not all anabolics have side effects. Isn't that the running joke? The running joke we always have is what? That primobolan, steroid primobolan, does what we thought creatine was going to do when we first started using supplements. Right? You don't really feel anything. You can't tell that you're on anything. You just gain muscle. So that argument doesn't hold. It's the simple fact that people are taking them because they believe they will technically be enhanced, that they are taking a substance that's going to significantly or measurably improve their gains. Right? If a substance is capable of helping you gain an extra pound of muscle in a year, that is a potent drug. That is a good PED as far as I'm concerned. Supplements aren't that strong. They're not capable of doing that. Facts. But people believe they do. And that was the point that I'm making, that people who are taking these things want to be enhanced. They don't actually want to be natural. They just have other motives for staying natural. Maybe they think the supplements are healthier, maybe they're legal. They certainly don't cost less, that's for sure. But that's the situation. And my point is, they don't actually work. So we come back over to the thing of, people are like, well, does this make me not natural then? It means you want to not be natural. You still are, because it doesn't actually do anything. So you're safe, right? They don't actually work. So you're in the clear. But be clear on the fact that it is your desire to not be natural. That is why you're taking the supplements. If they're anything related to your gains, if they're for health benefits, it's different. Like if you're taking because you think it lowers cholesterol, okay, totally different. Anything related to your physique, muscle performance, you want to be enhanced. All right, guys, but that's really all I have to say on that today. I hope it's been informative, and I'll talk to you guys next time.